Hi everybody, it's September 12th, 2025. For some of us, we like to be surprised in order to get a spiciness out of life, a little kick. And going in and just playing along with the rhythm of life brings its own joy at times. But for others, when we can't see what is going on behind the scenes and we don't know exactly where we are going, this obviously creates anxiety. This creates a discomfort that is a light dread most of the times, but nothing unmanageable. But it is this overwhelming silence sometimes that we witness and that we experience that sprouts little seeds of discontent, seeds of mistrust or distrust or just pessimism. So there is a visible spectrum to spiritual silence. And by this I mean, when you feel like God is quiet and God's presence is silent in your life and this causes you worry, this is just a glance at the whole situation, not a deeper look. If you want to get answers or to feel the presence of God in your life, in your situations, in your internal spirit, you have to realize that no matter how normal your life seems or how normal earth seems to you, this is not normal. This is a spiritual experience. Things happen for a reason. Things happen for purposes. And then once you can internalize that concept, you start to see that your reactions are spiritual declarations. Your thoughts are spiritual scriptures. Your relationships are epic events in your own personal life's Bible. And so once you realize things are not necessarily normal in the conventional sense, the silence, the spectrum of spiritual silence becomes a ready-made cluster of galaxies of spiritual content. And so when you need answers, honesty with yourself is a good starting point. God will give you answers, but He will shape them in a way where you find them, where you seem to find them yourself by living through life and behaving in a way that is faithful and having faith in the way things are passed to you in life, like the way things that unfold in your life. And there are many different ways to get answers to move forward. It's just learning how to live. Many times we compare our path to what we see around us, the people's lives we see around us. But my analogy for this is like, if you want to make music, and if music is very dear to you, you don't want to make music that sounds like what you hear everywhere, that's pumped into the zeitgeist by a faceless behemoth of a music industrial complex. You want to make music that is coming from your spirit and your heart and your mind, your entire being. So when you are trying to live your life and to reach goals and to reach peace and to gain wisdom and to gain mastery over your life, you will find your answers. You will live your life in your own way as if you are making your own music, instead of emulating what you see around you, which is, like I said, veiled to give you the illusion of being normal, which is not. It's tailored to your perception, to your comprehension. So the way to go forward in life and to live and to gain footing and to build is your own type of intuition that you gain from just the intellect of living life and internalizing what you go through. So the starting points for going on to live your life in a effective and upward way is just, like I always say, it's honesty, purity, tenacity, the ability to listen, patience. The tenets of a sound spiritual person is where you begin. Your path is going to be different, whether slightly or greatly from others, but the tenets of a good spirit, of a good internal realm, will put you on a track where you gain ability, where you gain autonomy to create a life that transcends the illusion that we are presented with. There's no need to concern yourself with the mechanics of this realm's illusion that tries to normalize outright illusion, or tries to normalize outright lies. There's no need to get into mechanics, because that's all it's all basically hearsay until you receive intuition or wisdom from the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So it's nothing to concern yourself with. The things that you concern yourself with is your life and your path and your way to transcend above what is trying to stunt you and impede you. And sometimes these lessons come at you like walls, and they're pretty hard to deal with. But as I said, each and every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn to become strong enough to avert those same problems coming again in the future, and to rise above them and to conquer even bigger challenges to make yourself more powerful. So the visible spectrum of spiritual silence is just an extension of the illusion of things supposedly being normal, which they are not. And I'm not saying that life is chaos. I'm just saying that there is a film that is placed over our comprehension that if you poke holes through it, you get to see the light on the other side. So I hope this helps. Thanks.